Quick story. A girl and a guy met and fall for each other. They both love music, so decide to work together. And they were pretty good at it. Now on the surface, everything looked perfect. But oh, the stress of the city. So they decided otherwise. They packed up and left for the countryside. And that's where we meet this family, raising their children, growing their own food and their business together, on a quest to find a new normal and a new sense of happiness. And if you're looking for the same thing, then join us and we can unpack this thing called life together. Where are my manners? Let me introduce myself. I'm Shamel Olwago, my husband's Omondi Olwago, and together we are Nile Ochi. And this is Z-Quest. You know, the other day I found out that phlegm, is spelt with a PH.
Is it? Phlegm?
Phlegm is spelt with PH.
So, what? It's pronounced phlegm then?
Not even.
Phlegm?
No. Silent, PHF.
I know. Like pharmacy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Phlegm?
Yeah.
Like pharmacy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
I don't know who made that rule.
I think it was a French rule.
What do you say now?
Because
why not English?
Because your language, your people's language, you see the way I'm going?
I can't.
Your people's language is the most...
Well, my peuple. This is how we pronounce people.
Yeah, your people's language is is the most...
I've never been disrespectful to French people. You're on the French soil right now, you know that. Yeah, borrowing time.
Depending on what you say, you won't leave. No, I'm just saying you've got so much. Your grammatical, your grammar right now is heavy on these streets.
What do you mean?
The rules that you have to adhere to, the his, the hers, the theys, the those. I can't.
It's alright. Just go get used to it.
I'm still not used to it. Everything is her and him and tu, not vous.
Yeah. Yeah, even for objects.
Even for objects, that's what it is. I can't. What are we doing here?
You know, there's a rule in French. All the bad objects, everything bad, negative, is feminine.
Oh.
And everything positive, when it comes to the object, the things.
That's why I've been getting it wrong.
Exactly.
That's where I've been getting wrong.
It's masculine.
Ordinateur, c'est quoi?
Un ordinateur, of course.
Because it's a dude.
A computer is a dude. It's got to be.
Hang on a minute.
No, you know how to do with this.
Already knows female.
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
No, toilet.
Toilette. How do you spell it? E-T-T-E, innit?
Yeah.
It's female. It ends in E-double-T-E.
No, because un toilette. Pas une toilette. Tu fais une toilette, it means that if you wash yourself, then yes, feminine. Because you know, Frenchmen don't wash themselves, right?
Okay.
And then if you go to the toilet, which is un toilet is masculine for some reason.
Okay.
The rules don't apply.
I hope you're impressed with your people's language. I'm just saying these asinine rules.
This is not true.
These asinine rules seem to stem from this type of language.
Yeah. I can
know what I mean?
I can see where you'll think that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like a whole, because it's so strongly based in Latin. Yeah. Like it's
but
like
the thing is, feminine and masculine. To know what's masculine, what's feminine.
Yeah.
Even when you're a kid at school, it's really difficult. There's no actual rules, like, you know, of course.
You just have to see how you feel.
I was joking saying that, negative is feminine and positive is masculine, but the truth is, it's just, I don't know, some things, after a while, I mean, when you're an adult, you some things feel feminine and things feel masculine.
Well, what feels feminine to you?
Like a baguette, in baguette.
Yeah.
I don't know. The sound
what
of it.
What about pain?
The
Pain
sound
is male though, yeah?
Yeah, pain, because the sound sound masculine, and you know, stacked, you gotta go with like your guts ready, you know, depending on how it sounds like.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Impressive.
So basically, there is no rule. It's like, go with your gut. I know you don't know this language.
You know what? It's not that. It's just like they stuffed you with a lot of words when you do dictate to dictate the
Yeah.
1 yard, and you know, like most of you your childhood and teenagehood, and then you go to, you know, learn words by heart until you get them right. So there's no rules. I don't think there's a rule. I mean, maybe I'm totally ignorant to it, because maybe there is a rule, and you know, and nobody told me. But as far as I know, no, there's no rule. It's not how you feel. Like some certain stuff. All right, yeah, let's try it. All right.
Yeah.
For a phone.
Phone.
Yeah. Would that sound masculine to you?
Telephone. Female.
No.
What is it?
Un telephone.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not in telephone. No. But you know what? Maybe like for an English speaking person.
What about?
It would be more like something. You know, maybe it's the reverse. Like perhaps if the rules was reversed, you'll have less trouble, because for you what sounds masculine, for a French person,
what about
sounds
frigo?
Feminine.
Frigo.
All right. What would you say?
Masculine.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about frigidaire, which is same?
Feminine. Feminine.
No.
Why?
Masculine. This is the thing. Those are the same thing. Frigo and frigidaire is exactly the same thing.
But so is baguette and pain.
Yeah. It won't. I guess so. Like, I guess
they're
when
both
you say,
breaded goods.
Yeah, they both.
They both
good.
wanted this, both bread.
But then when you say pain, it's like more like a loaf of bread. A baguette is more like a baguette, like
it's a baguette,
like a wand, you know.
Oh wow. Okay, fine. I get it now.
You get what I'm saying? So that's like feminine. I guess it's slimmer.
So if you do
what
baguette,
I'm trying to say, the idea behind it.
So baguette. What about something like music? Is that feminine or masculine?
Music. It's what would you say?
Feminine.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
What about magic? All of this eek with the at the end is.
Magie, it's feminine. La magie. But however, if you want to say like a magician,
yeah.
Whether it's a girl, like you can have both. So if it's a girl,
yeah,
you're gonna say une magicienne, and if it's a boy, you're gonna say un magicien. See what I mean? So you add on like N-E at the end, or T-E. So like,
this is where I fall apart. This is exactly where it is.
It's complex.
I'm not trying to fight it, because at the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, for about 3 years I tried to fight it. I was like, no, there's no need. Why?
But you know.
Yeah.
But you know what?
And then it beat me.
Well, you know what? This is the thing. There is rules.
Yeah.
When it comes to the grammar. However, when it comes to vocabulary, there is some rules, but certain stuff you have to just know, basically.
That's my thing. Like, where would somebody like me just know that? I don't just know.
No, because you have to.
And when I talk to people, they don't correct me for that.
No, because French people lack the accent. So I think that
while you lot are luxuriating about my accent,
the one that corrects you most likely, or I don't want to be like no. But I'm just saying, like in everyday to day life, I'm talking beside your family. I'm just talking about. I mean, your immediate. I'm talking about like if you go out there and most likely being, I guess, a bit hustle. You know, like.
So you don't want to appear like you're mean.
No, it's not even. It's not.
So you wouldn't correct me.
No, it's not that. It's like, all right, they're not. They actually like. They enjoy the difference.
The fumble.
No, the enjoy difference. It's nice to hear someone speaking with a different accent. It's actually nice. In some countries, that's seen as being dumb, but some other countries it's seen as being revered, because it's like you already speak in a hard language. You can actually understand. You're fluent. It's just that now and again you get a few little mistakes, but this is amazing. Like French is like learning Mandarin tomorrow. It's that heavy.
Yeah.
It's not.
I wonder if Mandarin also has like male and female and all that stuff.
Do you know what? I do not know. I never really inquired. Inquired.
If you could learn 2 more languages, what would they be?
Mandarin, yeah.
And
Swahili.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I don't know why I've always wanted to learn Portuguese. Well, I do know why, but it's there. I don't know where it came from.
Yeah.
Originally.
Yeah.
And I think, but for the sake of moving to Kenya, I'd learn Swahili.
Yeah, that's what I would like to learn, because obviously, that's part of my origins.
Yeah, for the sake of knowing your origin, I would learn it.
Some would say probably I should learn Luo, because you're Luo, so you must learn Luo as well. But that's too many. Hold on a minute.
Hang on a minute. In South Africa, they speak a hell of a lot of languages.
Yeah.
Like as a regular basis, or like on a regular basis. Like they'll know 3 just like off the cuff.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
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 There's what was that language that comedian was talking about? That they didn't get it right on Black Panther.
Hang on a minute. Oh, I can't even say.
What's the name?
Torsa. Yeah. I'm not even gonna click. I'm not even clicking with it.
It's difficult.
It's difficult
to do.
But I'm sure if they had someone like me acting, they would have butchered it.
But you know what? Because your mouth has. Me too.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be all. There would be French.
This is why we were rejected.
French mixed.
This is why they didn't call us for Black Panther, babe. They were like, no, they ain't got them clicks.
We're nobody. That's what they didn't call us, okay? Just being real. We are nobody, all right? You're nobody, okay?
I was waiting by the phone. I'm just saying.
I'll be like, because obviously, we produce, make music, we artists, but they'll be like, yeah, and what was your last sales?
Triple plastic.
Triple plastic.
There we go.
They'd be like, and you want what raw? Yeah. Oh, the theme tune. Huh.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you what. Here's my card.
Don't make me laugh today. I've got mascara on and it's not waterproof.
But here, I tell you what. Here's my card. Yeah. If I don't call you back in 6 months, call me back. Yeah.
And by that time, the number that you have dialed does not exist anymore.
Because I'm really busy. I mean, I love to. I mean, hey, we're here still. Who knows?
Yeah.
But it's not easy. But you know what? There's different aspects of learning language. There's the philosophy behind the language.
Yeah.
You have to adhere to it.
Do you think I struggled with the philosophy of French?
No. I actually, funny enough, but that's probably because you're Jamaican as well. I mean, born British, but
I'm Jamaican, 100%.
There's this ease in getting to the language and actually use it in a way that is very interesting. This is what I found out. When the way you use the language, certain words you actually use, you actually trend it.
Trend?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're saying about that.
Well, you make it like cool. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
There's a list of words. That's why I didn't correct you on everything, because I thought, that's great. It's
the Jamaican in me. We are predisposed.
Yeah.
To be a little bit trendy.
Yeah.
I didn't ask to be this way.
I mean, it's the approach, and I like it. So.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
We're people who accept people.
True, that's really true.
Aside the vehemently strong homophobia that they have there, as far as a nation, we're more like, okay, you want to travel there? Let's travel.
Yeah.
You want to see these people? We accept how people live, and we'd rather adapt to how people live.
Yeah.
If we're in your country, we're going to pick up a few things, and it's about growing a culture rather than limiting yourself.
Even the homophobia, I mean, it depends who you're talking to. because some people don't have a problem, you know. They cool. I mean, for them this is like whatever. Like you do what you want. Like they're not bothered. They're not concerned. I think it's always a minority of people who are highly
who are talking loud. Well, they're talking very loud,
and they're trying to speak for the rest of the world when correctly.
Well, they're talking very loud.
Yeah, that's what it is. But it's always the case. I mean, you know, listening to Trump, you could think that's all America. The things
that's so true. That's so
but
true.
It is not.
No, it's not. Obviously,
it never is.
Obviously, I feel like it's still a stain on. That's one of the stains on the country.
Yeah, but you know what? It's not the only country. I mean,
I'm not, but I can only talk for my own people.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? We can only hold ourselves accountable.
Yeah.
I'd rather say it than someone else say it, and then I've got to just come in and jump in and say.
I don't think that because few people are a certain way.
It's not. I'm talking about.
They shouldn't be the representation of a nation.
I don't think so, but this is a government thing. You know, even on a government level, like it's a cultural thing. And to say it's not a cultural thing is like spitting in the face of so many people who suffer from it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I get what,
Like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
And what, me, straight female, trying to say, no, it doesn't really exist.
No, I get it.
Be fair.
Yeah.
You know?
True.
However, the rest of the stuff we did up. Okay, I'm just saying.
I mean, you know, for how big the country is, yes, you are
extremely influential, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Because we like to share and exchange cultures. That's why when I came here, I was just like, okay, what do you guys do?
Yeah, but it's in the culture.
However, the baguette thing, it took me down.
Yeah. But you know what?
I always, just stopped eating baguettes.
When you say Jamaica, I always remember that guy when we used to live in the Kirk.
Yeah.
Like this is what I like. You know, he was like in France.
Yeah.
Jamaican, not speaking a word of French or hardly.
No, he didn't.
And he came up to us asking for the tithes. I mean, at the time I couldn't understand a word he was saying. Poor man, you know, poor thing. He
poor
was like,
you.
No,
you would just learn.
It's not even that. It's not a poor thing. Poor him. Because I was like, you looking for the toilet,
babes.
And for the laugh of it, he got so lucky that you just happened to be Jamaican.
Nah, he saw me.
How did he saw you?
If you're Jamaican and you see me, you know I'm Jamaican.
How?
I don't know. We go around with like there's a thing.
No, what is it? It's like
I don't know what it is.
Walk?
No, I don't. I couldn't put my finger on it. But I'm like.
Do you know what? It's true. When I see someone that's from Kenya,
you call it out immediately.
It's like Obama. When Obama came into power, even before
when he was running,
and I remember he was running. I remember I said to you, "Oh, he's Kenyan and he's Luo."
And I said, how do you know? Stop your rubbish. No, and you were like, no, I know. And then I was like, excuse me.
Because I'm biracial myself, but there's a look. And I met a couple of Kenyans and there's a look. I don't know. It's just like, I can't recognize it.
Recognize like.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
I might not recognize everybody. I mean, you know.
Oh, yeah. But I thought you were Jamaican when I met you. I was like, oh, God,
no. Because the way I was speaking. It's
because the way you were speaking. Yeah. It was because of the way you were speaking.
Yeah.
I was like, oh God, no.
Dropping the H and
added it in unnecessary places.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, fine. He's fine as hell, and fine, I'll talk to him.
Thank you. You didn't give up on me then?
No, I didn't. I powered through.
You powered through.
I thought I was enough Jamaican for the both of us.
You're not prejudiced against Jamaican.
No, I've been a Jamaican man. No.
Right.
It's just that I'm with a faux Jamaican now. I thought you were Jamaican. My bad.
I'm no full Jamaican.
You weren't.
I'm an adopted Jamaican.
Now you are.
I'm a real Kenyan and real French.
Basically.
There you go.
There we go. But back to languages. Which, if you could, so if you would learn Mandarin and Swahili.
Yeah.
Okay. You could basically with French, English, Mandarin, and Swahili. You could kind of go most places.
I'm good. Yeah.
You're global.
I'm good. Global.
What would you do if you could only speak one language?
Yeah. Then.
What language would you pick to speak?
Only one language.
Ooh. Yeah.
Wait. Let me think about this.
Yeah.
One language. That's not a lot.
No, it's not.
It's not. I mean, it's not a lot if you have the choice. Because here's the thing: if you don't have a choice, you didn't have the choice. Okay. So, who cares? You're born with it. It's not your fault.
True that.
If you have a choice, you better pick right. What did you pick? It's like someone saying like, really? What did you pick?
Sanskrit. Or Latin. It's like,
what did you pick Latin?
What?
Who does this?
No one understands you.
Why?
They understand everyone though.
Exactly.
Which one would it be?
I'm really like I never thought about that. I'm like, oh, the big way. English still has to. It has to.
Would it?
Yes, because.
Why?
Because I can maneuver around the world. Everybody speaks English in the world.
True that.
And what I'm going to do with the language is only spoken by just few people.
No one was telling you to.
Beautiful language, like Italian or
I love Portuguese
or whatever. Yeah, it's a beautiful language.
It just sounds so
what
good
when you. With it? I mean, hey, love Brazil, love Portugal, but let's face it, okay?
Listen, listen. I love the way it sounds in songs.
It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful just language, so beautiful.
Yeah. But there's just for music, cool. You got it. Astro Gilberto star. You can do the whole 9 yards and everything. That's just fine. Yeah, I get it. I get it. But not if you triple plastic. You better make sure you're making the in that field.
Fine.
Yeah.
You're saying English.
I have to. Because check this out, yeah. There is no country in Africa you won't be understood if you speak English. Like, I mean, yes, fine. Few people won't understand you, but still, you will find someone
who speaks it
in the heart of Africa who speaks it, like really lost somewhere in a, I don't know, wherever the country, who speaks it, or few words.
Enough to get you by to say help.
Yeah.
Which is
tell you yo, bruv, you're going north, it's south here.
Which says a lot about how far colonization has gone, but also I think it speaks more to the people, like their willingness to communicate, because it's not the same over. It's not the same over in England.
Yeah.
Like I'm English as far as birth and everything is concerned. Like I was born there, brought up there.
Yeah.
There is like no will to learn another language, because it's like, what do I need to learn another language for? My language is king. Like boom.
Yeah, but that's why.
But there's a closed-mindedness about that though, because
that's up to you. That's up to you.
Well, I know it's up to you, but I'm talking about culture. I'm talking about culturally. It's not the first thing you're going to run up and go and do. Culturally, it's the first thing you can drop at school.
Yeah.
You want to drop two things, you can drop RE, you can drop language.
But I guess you're under the impression that you don't need to learn any language and stuff like that. You don't need to challenge yourself. But then I'm sure you can figure out in life that, you know what, I don't want to stay in this country. I'm going to need to learn another language. Because,
or not, because everybody speaks my language, and I'll just go there and I'll try and learn a bit of 1, 2.
Yeah, but that's possibilities. I mean, you know why it is? Yeah, the reason why I'm saying this is because there's a lot of English people. They don't speak another language. They go somewhere in the world. They decide, okay, I'm going to buy a property, whatever, in Benidorm, or
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And they decide, okay, now I've got my property. I'm going to start learning a few words, and they do, and they retire there and start. Actually, even in France, you see, some English people like fine. Usually, it's like it's whether the husband or the wife. One of them don't speak it at all, and the other one's kind of, speak it.
Bata,
right,
yeah.
They manage,
Yeah.
So anyway, when you are somewhere, you're gonna start picking up a few words anyway.
True, but then there's a pride. Okay, in my family, I'm not the only one who speaks French. Jamaican people's sides, some of them speak French, especially the ones who were brought up in Jamaica, because you have to learn another language.
Yeah.
And they were like, sure, I speak French.
Yeah.
Like they learnt it.
Yeah, you know, it's true that when you
there's an openness.
When you let's face it, when you form what they so-called, not that I agree with this term, but a third world country, there is a thing about learning of a language because it's
a gateway for you.
It's a gateway for you. You're opening doors for yourself.
Yeah.
To possibilities and being able to you know to expand yourself, you know, outside of wherever
you come from. Yeah.
So that's why when you go to any country in the world that's considered as a third country, they usually speak another language. No problem.
Well, what do you think now that England's going to be considered a third country economically? You think that they're going to whip out the... you think we're going to have to whip out...
You did it. At least then...
You think we're going to have to whip out our language books?
France is not far behind, you know, with the way they're handling COVID.
The only difference is when I came here, French people are willing to learn English.
Yeah, that's true.
Period.
But
they
we
are.
have to anyway. When you're at school, there's a minimum you're gonna have to.
I understand, as there is in England, but there's a willingness here.
No, but it's not the same because, like you said, you drop it. But over here in France, you can't. You have to do it until your A level. They don't give a damn. Now, you may, because of course there's difference when you learn English at school, then you learn, you know, academic English way to speak.
Yeah.
Which then when you're in the country, you're gonna need time to find your bearings because when people actually speak to you in English, you won't be able to get everything they're saying. You're gonna get few bits and that, and it's gonna be very hard for you to respond to them.
Yeah.
However, you have still this bank of knowledge that's there sitting here for all those years. You learn some stuff. Anyway, which do help to transition. But it's gonna take you some time. However, I guess it's still okay.
There's still a big difference though.
France is not the best country for languages because even though they teach you until your A level, or the equivalent of A level, which is baccalaureate. I know there's country like Germany.
Oh yeah, they go hard.
But the only reason also for them is because the mother language, the way to form the words, to pronounce the words, and to speak, it's very close to English.
Yeah.
And certain wording, it's absolutely close. So it helps a lot for the transition. So that's why
I took German first. I took German first before I took French.
Related. So that's why there is an ease for you to learn German.
Yes, that's true.
It's not the case for me. From French to German, it's like hell no.
That's so true.
Like, no, but
now you know English, you could transition.
Yeah, because obviously now I can transition. Yeah, but it's like when you learn French, you know, you can transition to Spanish. Now you know French, you know.
Oh
you
yeah,
can start
I can. Even when I hear some people,
exactly what Spanish people are saying.
Of course, I'm like, I get that.
Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah,
that's true.
Definitely,
that's true. I knew that I knew because I remember asking you like, when did you know that you kind of got English? That you really got English? And you were like, when I started dreaming in English.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, I can't wait to dream in French. And
yeah, when you dream in English, you
got it. When you dream in the language, that's when you got it.
Yeah.
I didn't dream in the language for time. I even gave up on it. I was like, he is so dramatical. Like, why is he trying to say it's when you dream in the language? Like, I was just like,
it means like you tap, like you're tapping to your subconscious.
No, you were totally right.
When you're,
I wasn't patient enough. Okay, I frequently dream in the language. I don't even feel it. Sometimes I'm like, what did I? Oh, okay. When I remember back what I said, then I remember that it was not in English that it was said.
Yeah.
So that was a moment.
An English speaking person that speaks French is amazing.
You think so?
Yes, it is.
Why?
French is extremely hard. I mean,
it is.
When I used to do dictate, it was too. I mean, you know, we used to have those grades from 0 to 20. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I used to have -2, -3. I mean,
how can you? Hang on a minute, but you said 0 to 20.
Because I had an absolute cow as a teacher. She used to be like, and I'm trying not to swear. Yeah, no.
Yeah, get those
I think
coins.
she was racist.
You think so?
Of racist teachers, yeah.
Well, come on.
Yeah, looking back, yeah.
We grew up in Europe. What did you think?
Yeah.
Well, come on.
Anyway.
Tell me another story.
But yeah, No, I'm just telling you. It's just looking back. I'm like, yeah, she must have been racist. Because
You didn't get it as a kid.
It's a necessary. Why are you doing minus now? Come on. No, I don't think it. No. I don't think it was racism. I think it's some things that there's a bit of a pervert way to teach over here. So like I remember anybody like a French teacher. Not all of them, but some French teachers are like, okay, if you're not good at learning French, yes, you're nobody. Because it's everything to them. I mean, think about it.
Yeah, that's
being
true.
Being a teacher is a vocations, you're on literature
it's
and
true.
everything has to be a certain way.
It's true.
And, you must read 10 books a month or whatever. Yeah. Read for reading's sake don't make no sense to me. If you can't interpret what you're reading, then you might as well not read at all.
Audible.
Audible. Yeah, audible. Exactly.
Go on.
And you know what? And I remember, minus 5, 10, didn't care. It's like, why? What for?
She didn't like the look of your face.
I don't know. She didn't like the look of a couple of people. I tell you from now. And as a kid, you're like, oh, I had an amazing French teacher. I'm not doing nothing. I had there was 1 year I think. Tell you now. I don't. You know, this is how I zapped the French teachers. I zapped them out of my mind.
Yeah, and got space in hard drive.
Disrespectful. A lot of them are too disrespectful. Because if you have difficulties in something, well, my situation was obviously not typical at the time. Yeah. But I'm just saying, if you have difficulties, you should be nicer. Tough love don't work if you have a problem in learning. That's absolutely bull. People think tough love.
Beat them.
Beat them. You hear?
Yeah.
Yeah. But no. Yeah. I don't know. You can get it. You can get minus 15. She didn't care.
I had an amazing teacher, Madam Tayman.
Yeah.
And
you remember the name?
Of course, she was lovely. Good. She was so nice.
Listen.
She was adorable. She was so nice. She used to tell us to stay away from drugs.
Because she was a nice person. So
she was a little bit, I would say it as an English girl.
Yeah.
At the time, I was like, she's a little bit hysterical. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was all real quick. Yeah.
She was eccentric, I guess.
No, she wasn't. She was a French woman, and I'm not saying that disrespectfully, but that age French woman where it's like, oh no, what's that?
Oh, okay.
She was French. Like she was.
But hold on a minute. That is different. She is what we call professeur de langue, which is not the same as a typical French teacher. Not even there.
Because now there's French to teach French people French grammar, and then there's French to teach people who don't speak their language French. Yeah, difference.
Because look what it takes for you to even decide, okay, I'm going to teach another language.
Yeah.
Because you have to love difference. You have to love what's in a way difficult, what's challenge. You have to. But some French teachers don't like challenge. It has to be right from the first time, and if it is not, you haven't done enough. Not that you haven't
got it yet, and there's an understanding.
That's a bit. I mean, you see with the kids and how it goes.
I feel sorry for them. I look at their book and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, it's really tough here. School is tough in France. I must admit, it's absolutely tough.
The thing is, a little bit.
Yeah.
Wanted them to have school here because I knew that the education was tougher than in England, and I know that seems horrible, and they're probably gonna. Hopefully, they don't watch this. So, by the time
they will. Sorry, you didn't say anything bad.
Don't watch Mummy and Daddy's No Name podcast. Don't worry about it.
No, but you wanted them to have a true chance in actually assimilating the basics of an education.
I wanted them to have an education that would be rigorous.
Yeah.
A lot of it's fallen off, though. I'm not gonna lie, but
what's today is not what it used to be.
Exactly, that's true. No. But but you can say it's what I look at what they're doing now, and I'm like, I didn't have that at school, and I went to a great school.
Yeah,
I went to great schools in England. You know what I mean?
So So now you're saying you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm happy. I'm happy for them in that respect. And I'm like, no, suffer now. It'll be way easier when you realize that no one else is doing this in life.
By the way, you know what? You did not answer the question.
What?
What would be the other language you'll pick?
The two others?
No, the only one. Because you say Portuguese and you came back on and say you to do music. Yeah, why not? You know, but what would it be?
Oh. I was going to say Mandarin.
Yeah.
For the sake that so many billions of people speak that language.
Yeah.
And...
yeah, but bear in mind, you don't speak English though. You don't speak no language. Say, you're born, you have a choice. Alright, make your choice wisely. Pick wisely, I mean.
Yeah. How would you communicate with me if I spoke Mandarin?
Or sign language, whatever. I'll learn sign language, mate.
Learn sign? I'd have to learn it too, because I don't know it. We'd have a rocky road.
I'll learn Mandarin. I'll need a reason. Do you know what? It's Mandarin is something I would learn.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
But like you said, your question was if you could only pick one language. That is it.
I don't know.
That's the only language you ever talk.
Wow.
That's why, you know, in
fine. In hindsight, I'm gonna say English.
Right.
And it's not because I believe it's up there. It's because of the power that everybody else believes it's up there.
Yeah, it's speculation that it's must, but it is what it is.
Because when I come here, I'm like, why aren't you speaking French to me?
Why are we doing this podcast in French?
Because my French is pigeon French, as far as I'm concerned.
Do you know how attractive that would be for people? Be like,
do you know what? We're going to do one episode where I speak my French.
Yeah, we'll try that. But what I'm saying is that
we'll try it for the last half of this one.
But you know what? Okay, no problem.
Go on.
Pas de problème. But you know, no, the reason why I'm saying this is because if you right now we're doing the podcast in English. Right?
Yeah.
For convenience.
Convenience of what though?
Reaching out, have a broad reach. So like whether
so like even if it did go to a couple countries, if you go for the numbers alone.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
It's business.
You're right. It's the hype that English has, not the fact that I value its hype, but I'm trying to leverage hype here.
Exactly. It's like the stock market. It's not how you feel. It's what it is.
Yeah, it's true. True that.
Now, you know, ideally, maybe, you know, everybody should get the chance, but right now it's pretty much that. Who cares?
True.
If you're not doing it, you're not getting it.
True.
So anyway, I feel blessed to be able to express myself
in English,
in French as well.
Who taught you English?
You taught me. Oh, of course, you're the best teacher. You're a really good teacher.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What I didn't want to be is disrespectful to you.
No, you never were, but I don't think it's in your nature.
No, it's not in my nature.
It's not your nature.
But I still didn't want to be because you're learning.
Yeah. Well,
you're trying.
I was obviously like I said, even though when you go in school here, I mean, you learn English. But it's nothing to see. Even though you have still a minimum of knowledge, it's nothing to. This has nothing to see with actually living through the language.
It's the same thing in French. It's when I learned.
It's the same thing. Exactly.
It's the same thing when I learned French. The French that you learn is not applicable to normal day French life.
So you have a database which is useful.
Yeah.
Because
I knew words, didn't I?
Yeah, of course you knew. You knew a lot of words, but the problem was more...
Put them together? Couldn't do that.
Put them together in a sentence and no, you were able to, but it's not that. It's more... No, it's more complex than that. I think it's not as black and white when you learn a language. It's situations.
Yeah.
Jokes.
Don't.
History, TV history. So some people make a lot of jokes based off of a show that they when they were a kid they used to watch all that 15 years.
I know. You used to do it all the time. Exactly. With your friends, if you were talking with your friends and then it used to just veer off. Oh, do you remember? And then you used to start singing and I used to be like...
Exactly. Well, that's normal. So as you start learning the language, so you're getting the jokes, you're getting certain stuff that you wouldn't get. Like if you go to school, they're never going to teach you this.
Guess what I found out I didn't know the other day? The words of any of the nursery rhymes except for Frère Jacques. The rest, no, I'm talking gibberish.
Yeah,
because I've always had people behind me.
You just said Frère Jacques.
Yeah.
And you said it right.
Yeah.
But it's more the cadence. So sometimes I noticed is that because there was a difference. It was something for me in English. I noticed that. Yeah, exactly. It's the cadence.
I loved it
because you get a certain cadence when you speak a language. It's a bit like music.
Yeah.
And it differs from one language to another.
And sometimes I use the
It's Frère Jacques.
Yeah, but I know, but it's Frère Jacques. So I was like,
when you sing Frère Jacques.
So I was like, yeah.
But it's correct.
But I know his name is Frère Jacques.
Who am I to come and it's a nice accent, but who am I to say, no, it's Frère Jacques? No, she said it right. Frère Jacques.
So you said the "que" at the end.
Yeah, I did it because it's slower. I did a bit of a different cadence that resemble yours. That's why sometimes when people correct you in the language, those are the all souls. They say, nah, I said even though it's right, but there's nuance. The nuance sometimes, can you really be upset with someone that it's like Italian? They've got, it's a bit like, it's a melody when they speak.
Yeah.
And it, you know, na 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 na, and you got it right. You got to get it right.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not wrong the way you pronounce it, but it's the
cadence is off.
The cadence is off.
Yeah.
It's off. That comes with the time. It's, you know, because you need to get used to it.
And then I add a lot of words that don't need to be added, but that's the Jamaican in me.
Yeah. But sometimes that's the cool stuff. Sometimes you say. There's so many, like off the top of my head I can't remember all of them. Is so many, like you're saying. I'm just like, nah, that's cool. Yeah.
Good.
No, yeah.
But I just realized I did not know any nursery rhymes to tell Gabby because it was just I don't know the words.
Yeah.
I only know like the choruses, like pirouette, cacahuète. Outside of that, I know the melody. Oh, I've got the melody. Mummy's got the melody.
You knew the words, but because there's a difference between our first.
When did I know that? When did I know the words?
Third children.
No, babe. I never knew the words. I mean. Gotcha. I never learnt them.
You never did?
For what?
I thought you.
They've got a whole father singing the song. They've got the tape singing the song. The CD's doing it. The teachers, the school kids.
You've got YouTube. So,
but then like I'm like, why am I learning pirouette, cacahuète? Like it's like I've got other things to learn. Like, you know, his, hers, they, those, the vuva.
I'm telling you, she's gonna love that one.
I know she would. She would.
So I'll sing it for her.
And the kids, you and the kids go. Go.
Oh, she's gonna love that one.
I'm coming in for the chorus though. I'm coming in for the chorus. Oh, strong.
The never-ending song. You know, there's always like a nursery rhyme.
It's never ending.
Keep on going.
She loves nursery rhymes so early, and she loves them. And I was just like trying to get her a French one. And outside of, funny enough, she learnt Frère Jacques. She learnt Frère Jacques first.
No, Frère Jacques.
Frère Jacques.
See, this is a muscle movement.
I feel conscious now. Frère Jacques.
No, you said it right the first time.
Thank you.
Just kidding.
Okay. Hey. And I just realised that she's not going to know that. And I thought, do I just double down with Humpty Dumpty, or do I just come in because there'll be a short? Her catalogue's going to be fully English.
Is she like Twinkle, twinkle.
Yeah, she loves Twinkle, Twinkle all day.
Oh, she's like, yeah, that's my jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves that.
I think that we're probably going to have to start getting into some French ones as well that Mummy is not in charge of because she's not going to learn the words good. I can't be in charge of that.
Do you think for bilingual children, do you think you should make them only learn one language, and then when they reach a certain age, maybe, I don't know, they're around 3-4 years old, they should start learning the other mother language? Or do you think you should do both of the language at the same time?
I think you should do both at the same time.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? When we first got together and I realised you did not speak English well, I realised that it was clear I'd have to learn French.
Yeah.
Even if you learn English, I would have to learn French.
Yeah.
Because of how much of the English you would have to learn on my watch. I couldn't possibly watch you learn that much English and turn around and be like, I'm not learning French. Like, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Come on.
Meet me halfway.
I'll meet you halfway.
Yeah.
So.
But I always told you though, the halfway when you learn French, it can't be the equivalent of when you learn English. English is so much easier than French. So I always told you, even though you speak French well now I know you always feel
because my French level isn't at your English level.
Yes, but it's not in the same amount of time. You can't do it in the same amount of time. Look at my dad.
Yeah.
How long has he been in this country? 40 odd years.
Yeah, but he come on. He doesn't even respect English.
He makes less mistake with the only reason that he's doing this is because he's been so long in France that now he kind of have the tendency to be lax with it. But in Kenya, they speak English from a young age. I mean, they like.
He's lax with it because he's in France.
But when he's in, exactly. That's the only reason why he is. But he knows English well. That's not an issue.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he's lax with language, point blank, period.
You know that, but
so he wasn't going to come and be like, I must learn all of this French.
But that is my point. After 40 odd years, still.
Yeah, but then we got your aunt that's like, she knows it.
Yeah, she does.
Point blank. She speaks it.
She does. She speaks it very well. She has an accent.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get rid of my accent, totally.
Yeah, but I'm just saying
you got to the point where you learn English and now you're getting rid of your accent.
Yeah, but if you noticed that I still have a bit of a French accent, but it's not that.
When you're upset.
I made a point about when I was younger, I used to imitate people when I used to speak only French. French people. Yeah?
Okay.
So I used to enjoy doing this. Now, when you speak a language and get rid of your accent, you only mimicking. It's a mimic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's an imitation.
Yeah.
So, when someone, trying to do, what, mate? And all that Cockney accent. You're mimicking.
You're mimicking, yeah.
You're not born with it.
No, you're not.
Now, if you mimic it enough, it become it.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's like I could have decided, okay, no, I want to speak with an American accent.
Why did you pick this accent then? Londoner accent. Why didn't you just be like...
Sorry, I've got nothing against the Americans, alright, but I'm going to say it. You know what? English, it's from England.
Oh, that's why. Plus, you didn't have... you have so much American family. That's why I'm saying it.
But it's the proper way... all right. There's not. I mean, I love the American accent. It's especially specifically down south. I think it's great. I just love the way they speak. But I'm just saying that
I like Minnesota as well. It's just so.
I was just saying that. All right. When you learn, you have to see it from the perspective of someone who's from a culture that don't speak English. Even if you do speak a little bit of English, you're from a culture that do not speak English. And I'm even talking about my blood culture. Necessarily, I'm talking being in Europe, a non-English speaking country.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When you learn English, it's not it's not it's not even what they teach you in school. You learn first about the Queen's English, rather than just they don't come with an American accent. Like your English teacher in school will never speak with an American accent, or rare. Like maybe
it's the English you learn.
So that's the English I learned. Yeah, and my point is that it's just, and it's where the English language has come from.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't want to disrespect the Irish either, because they've got Ireland is also from Ireland.
There are so many languages spoke.
But it's from Europe.
But there's so many dialects spoken in England. different dialects.
Exactly.
I think people only think of England, they think of the Queen's English, but they're not thinking about the hundreds of dialects that are across the UK.
Impersonate an American accent. Now, of course, when you're young, you see the NBA, NFL, and a lot, because it's what they sell you over here in Europe. The lifestyle and the way it is to be American. So they might have the tendency for a lot of the young people, and the music video and all that have the tendency. A lot of young people will have the tendency to try to impersonate an American accent. Nothing wrong with it. I've got nothing wrong with it. Now, however, I would much rather learn with the English accent, perhaps even the Scottish or Welsh or whatever, and then once I master that,
transition.
If I wanted to impersonate another accent, like an American accent or whatever, then I'll do so.
Okay.
That's
where your mindset was.
Yeah, and that's what my mindset was, and like I say, there's lovely accent down there. Like I said, down south, I think it's so cool, man. When I hear the way they speak, I do.
There's a couple of ones I like.
But you told me there's a couple of ones you like.
Yeah, there's a couple ones I like.
But then it's like, all right, if you're gonna speak French, and I'm sure the Americans will feel the same way. If I'm gonna speak French,
you're not gonna learn Canadian French. You're gonna learn
Canadian French after a Canadian person. If I have the opportunity and the chance to learn French anyway, even if it's from a Canadian person, I will. But if I have the choice, I would most likely choose
go into France
Paris.
And someone from France.
Yeah, someone from France. Same thing with German.
Yeah, it's the truth.
Now, I don't know all the variations of German language.
Yeah, but still,
the Dutch language, but
True that. I get you.
But what about you?
What about me?
Like,
I didn't have a choice because you're French.
Yeah, but you could have said, you know what? I like to speak with
I love the Canadian accent, as you well know. I was going to adopt it, but it makes you and your friends laugh too much.
Me? I don't laugh. Come on.
Yes, you already laugh at my accent. Period.
I don't laugh at your accent.
Stop the lies.
No, that's not
period.
True. You keep on saying this. I'm telling you, this is an attribute that you have. It's something nice.
You keep on saying that through the laughter.
No, something I like.
Okay, I never said you don't like it. I said it makes you laugh.
It don't make me laugh.
Oh, it don't make me laugh. It does.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
You keep on saying this. All right. No,
all right, fine. Say it doesn't make you laugh. Okay, eye roll. For those who aren't watching us on YouTube, please subscribe, like the video. It helps with the algorithm. All I'm saying is, quick plug. Look,
finding it sweet and laughing are two different things.
Yeah.
It's not because something that...
Okay, you say that all the time, but I'm like...
Right. Okay.
I'm like, okay, yeah, but you still laughing.
No, I'm not.
Okay, then.
Do you know why I laugh?
Go.
When I laugh?
Go.
It's when you decide...
What?
Deliberately.
What do I do deliberately?
To take the language.
Yeah.
Twist it.
Yeah.
Like the Jamaican you are.
Yeah.
Right? And use it.
Yeah.
You know what? In a way that is whether highly derogatory to the person you use it against. Because I think it's hilarious when you have a beef with someone and you take that, you're like, no. You're like, no, hang on a minute. And then you start busting in French and be like, yeah. Mais t'es fou, toi? Huh? I think that's what I love. It's hilarious.
I told you I can't laugh today. I have not got.
That's the only time. That's the only time. And you go on to a rant and you're like, I'm like, that was great. And it's entertaining for me. It's absolutely entertainment.
I give you that, fine.
That's it. But if not, when you have an accent and speaking with the accent, it's fine.
All right, fine.
Yeah, that.
I love the Canadian accent still. I love it.
Yeah,
it's the first French I understood.
Yeah.
So I learned French at school, and then I met you.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you talk, it just I don't know, it just ended up sounding like somebody speaking a language I didn't understand, rather than me being able to catch what you're saying. But that's normal. I was watching the telly and they had like a deco show on, and it was in Canadian French, and I was like, mais en changement, and I was like, I understand, and I was like, babe, mais en changement, and you were like, what are you doing? I was like, je comprends tout, and you were like, no, this is not gonna wash full time.
Hang on a minute. Hey, I don't want you to make me look bad, and then I can't go to Canada. Be like,
it's cool. They'll have me.
Don't go to Quebec, okay? Listen. No, I like the accent. I mean, the thing is, it's true that in France, of people actually impersonate the accent.
Yeah.
Because it's some things that it's so different, and it has it sounds a certain ways that it makes people.
You laugh at me the same way French people laugh at Canadians. It's amusing to them.
No, I don't.
It's sweet and amusing.
No.
Though they don't think that.
No, I don't have to send it. Absolutely not.
Don't they think it's sweet and amusing?
Oh no.
What is it that they think?
Some people are quite derogatory when it comes to the Canadian accent.
Which I think is...
Oh yeah, some people are quite like...
The thing is, you have to understand that because I speak, Jamaican patois as well.
Yeah.
And for me, it's a language. The mere fact that they see it as like an en dessous of English, I feel like they feel the same way about the Canadian accent.
The truth is about the Canadian accent, I think that originally, I think that's the way it sounds. I may be wrong on this, but I think it's Old French, the way Old French sounds, because when you go into certain areas, you see it less and less because with the internet and the way younger people now maybe trying to find their own identity online, and older people, some died obviously, but back in the day when I was a kid, certain countrysides in France, people are talking real close to that type of accent.
Yeah.
To the point that it sounds like an
olden days type of thing.
Olden day type of accent, like French accent. And the truth is, people who actually immigrated in Canada back in the day, all French people. Some of them are French people, old-time French people, and I think the accent stayed.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But I understood it. It was my gateway to understanding French.
Yeah. And
then I was like, so why don't you just, speak in a Canadian accent and then I'll understand it? And we're like, I can't. No, can do.
I can imitate it, but Sistenda, that's a big job to do.
It's a big thing to ask.
Yeah.
Looking back, it's a huge ask.
Yeah. But you know what's funny though is
I got there in the end.
There's stronger accent depending where you are in Canada as well, and some have a really strong Canadian accent and some a lot less.
My accent is way stronger than any Canadian.
Yeah, it's different though. It's not the same accent.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
but still.
But I believe that now Canadian probably speak a lot better French than French people do.
You think so? You think that the slang has entered into the...
Of course, and they're all into speech therapists and all nine yards here anyway.
True
because they can't speak properly. I think there's been a problem here over here.
Well, I think that it's one of those things where just kind of have to... I don't know, you just kind of have to take it day by day. It's a big thing.
Do you think it's important to speak today another language?
Yes.
And how important it is, and what language would you advise someone to speak though?
Me? It depends where they live.
In Europe.
If they lived in Europe.
Yeah, and then if they live in America.
I would say to speak French or English.
Okay. If they live in America.
I would say to live Spanish.
What about in Africa?
That's hard because there's part French and part English. I would say English because the mentality of Franco-Africans, not the Africans who live there, but the French who come to colonize those bits there, is totally different.
Yeah.
What they expect of Franco-Africans is not the same as what's expected of you as somebody who's African but speaks English.
Yeah.
So for the freedoms of it all, English.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. And if you're someone who wants to be able to travel around the world,
Whew. That's hard because, you know what? I would say definitely you'd need to learn at least Arab.
Yeah.
I'd say that you would have to learn Arabic. It's Arabic, isn't it? It's Arabic.
Yeah.
But I bet it's not even Arabic. It's just, isn't that a broad term for like?
No, I think it's Arab.
Way more people's language than that.
Well, in French we say Arab.
Yeah, but French people, come on, they just blanket all of that. They don't give a shit. Okay, I'd say you'd have to learn that language. Mandarin, Spanish.
Okay.
And then English. And then French.
All right.
Travel the world, yeah.
What's the best? What is the best age to learn a language?
When you're a kid.
When you're a kid.
When you're a kid. Or when your back's against the wall, you got taxes to pay.
And you need to flee the country.
Hello, I need to know how to fill out this form and how does it work?
No.
Yeah, it just becomes fleeing the country. Not yet. Not yet.
But tax paid on it, I can't stay. I need to find myself a new place.
No, not yet.
Well, okay, but all right. So, say you're not a kid.
Yeah.
Well, you're a young adult.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know another language. What should be the language you should pick? Doesn't matter where you are in the world. Is it still English to you?
It's still English, unfortunately.
It has its importance still.
It has its importance. I don't make the rules, okay?
All right.
You know, but it is what it is.
It is what it is, yeah, that's true.
But it is what it is, and yeah.
So could you give me a few words that the must know words in English and in French, the equivalent, like what do you think is important, like in English that you should know in French?
Run that by me again.
So few words, okay.
So if you're an English speaking person,
I'm sending you in the world.
Yeah.
Okay. Only a few words.
Yeah.
All right. 5 words.
And I need to, yeah.
Okay.
In French or English? In French.
You know, obviously English, so you know them in English, but you need to know them in French as well.
Yeah.
Which one would it be?
Oh wow. Aide-moi.
Aide-moi.
Help me.
That. All right. We're gonna say small, short sentences. Then help me.
J'ai besoin de vos aides.
Okay.
Or is it vous aider?
No, j'ai besoin de votre aide.
You see what I mean? Vous, votre. I ain't got time for that.
J'ai besoin de votre aide.
They got me right. You got me right.
Yeah, I got you.
There we go. Ain't got time for that. And this is the problem. I've got. Once I get that I ain't got time for that out of the way, I'll probably learn it. But for now, I'm like, this is unreasonable.
Yeah. It's not easy. I must admit.
J'ai besoin de votre aide.
J'ai besoin de votre aide. D'accord. What else?
Eye roll. Okay. That's another thing I learned here. The eye roll. Do you know what? French women talk the eye roll.
Yeah.
And the eye roll.
Yeah. Yeah, they got their way.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's just perfection.
I'm over them. Like,
it's perfection.
Sometimes just
they got that right. Okay. All right. Fine.
Some are like, I'm not saying all of them, but
that's my answer to you. Look.
So of a certain age,
Donc.
All right. So
my name is. Yeah, my name's Shamel. So you could tell people who you are.
Donc mon nom est Shamel, d'accord.
Yeah. I'm supposed to tell you the French. What?
Oh, sorry. All right.
Okay.
All right. So go on. Just start again.
What happened to those who do not speak patois? Though, guess who used to always speak patois? More patois than me in school. All the Indian kids.
Yeah.
What? That's their second language.
Learning language.
That's their second language.
Love is mimicking. You have to be willing to mimic first, so then you can assimilate.
Yeah.
So when you hear some people imitating French people, they not say nothing. They not say anything. I mean, but
I know. From time to time, when the conversation's secretly, when the conversation's not picking up and I'm talking to somebody, I'll get into it. right. And all of a sudden it picks up, and I'm like, damn you. All you wanted was the dramatics.
Is it?
But it's the truth, that's what it's all. So I'm ben oui, hein.
Oh, yeah.
Mais franchement.
If you want to join a conversation, literally 2 people are talking here. Yeah.
Just sashay in.
But sashay in, I'll tell you.
Hold your elbows.
You come, kiss it.
Mais oui, hein.
Oh.
Bah alors.
Ah.
Bah dis donc.
Oh. Ah bon?
Ah bon. I love it. I love it. That's kind of. Mais non. Oui.
Yeah. No.
Oh non.
Oh no.
C'est ça la frisson.
Oh.
Love it.
But that's how they are. I mean, you know.
I'm here for the.
They're not like that. But obviously, if you wanted to sashay in and then be a part of it, you know, just gonna, you know, and you know what?
Drop a couple of those.
You know,
You're in.
It's really funny because people are like telling to you, and then they say, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know, come on, that's what I'm saying.
Do you know what? Like, it's an English thing to say, this is an A to B conversation, so see yourself out. French people, as long as you start talking, you can join the conversation.
You're like, I don't know it is. But guess what? It's the ABC now.
It's everybody.
It's ABC.
I'm telling you, if they're having the conversation in front of you, you can join.
Yeah.
You can join.
Basically.
That's it. You can join.
Don't have it in front of people if you don't want people to join.
That's how they feel.
Specifically, it's like sensitive subjects.
Yeah, they won't.
So what are you doing?
They wouldn't have a sensitive subject conversation in front of someone and then expect them not to join. They're like, if I'm talking in front of you to somebody else, you can join. Hence why the kids interrupt us constantly.
Yeah. Well,
I'm like, whoa. In this house, homie, we're English, okay? You don't get to interrupt big people there.
No, but you know what? It's not everywhere in France that you interrupt adults when you're kids.
No.
But obviously.
Oh, they do.
Yeah. No, I don't like that though.
No. Oh, mais oui, maman. Hey. I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't talking to you.
In my head, I'm like,
shut your face. Shut your face. Shut up, man.
You don't qualify. She don't qualify in this conversation.
I was like, was I talking to you? No, I wasn't. Goodbye.
She doesn't qualify. She's a kid. She needs to shut up.
Did I hear excuse me? I didn't hear excuse me. Goodbye.
I know. It's just too much. I don't like it. I really don't like it. I think that as a kid, when I was a kid, I couldn't join an adult conversation. Are you mad?
Yeah, that's one thing that they've kind of let slip here.
Want to lick?
That's what it is.
No way, never. So I think that's now a new thing people are doing. But
yeah, well, we're not gonna endorse that here. So,
but anyway, so the words.
Edouard.
S'il te plaît.
S'il vous plaît. That's another thing. S'il te plaît, s'il vous plaît.
S'il vous plaît. Okay.
Though some people they kind of laugh when I say s'il te plaît when it's vous, like it don't matter, like no big deal.
Those are the assholes.
Like it doesn't matter. Like that I said it to them, not that they're offended. That more like it doesn't matter.
No, they're being bound. What does it matter? If I know you're not French, I'm proud of you talking to me in another language. That's
not where their pride lies, babe.
It depends.
Some random black girl speaking French, they're like, whatever, man. Where are you from anyway? Like, right. As they always ask me, where are you from? No, but where are you from?
Yeah, true.
Because all this brownness here don't come from England. Tell me another story. Come on, another story. And I'm like, oh yeah, Jamaica. They don't play that. But besides that, okay, fine. Edouard.
What else?
Je suis fan. Je fan.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know it's not to confuse the two.
I am and I'm being.
Yeah. Je
faim.
What's that going to do?
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm hungry is essential in the.
How's it gonna help you?
You know me.
Go on, say it to me. No, go ahead.
Excuse-moi, monsieur, je suis faim.
Oui, hein?
Je suis faim.
Je comprends pas. Pardon?
Okay, fine. Okay.
French people that what? Money asking me to what?
No, j'ai besoin manger, s'il te plaît.
No. They will give. You'll always see somebody to give you something.
Some will throw you €2.
They say like, hey, there you
get
go.
out of my face
no,
now.
Wait a minute. Just hold on. I'm gonna go to Domino's and just gonna
s'il te plaît, quick burger.
Yeah.
No. Végétable,
yeah.
s'il te plaît.
What?
Les légumes. Je suis.
What? You're in the street.
Je mange pas la viande.
In the street, you're vegetarian.
They're like, how you could not. You can't afford to be vegetarian. How about that?
How about that? You eat what I eat, man.
All right, fine.
No, it's fine. J'ai faim.
J'ai faim. Okay, then we'll get to you know, I think the more you're struggling, the more you need sign language.
When in the street, this is a big question. When you're all in the street and you're hungry, do you need to ask for food or should you take food?
The way people be touching up the food, I'm not too sure.
Listen, I'll be at the well, probably not during COVID, of course, but you know,
you still gotta eat.
At the end of the day, go to the restaurant.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you gonna throw that in a bit? Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
You know, I'll have that.
Yeah. I would have an agreement with some of those people.
Tell me no. I say, all right. I say,
don't curse people's. Okay.
No. I'm just saying that. Oh, how can you say that? I wouldn't. I would say, you know what? I've seen nothing. You were not here, and what happened to the beans? You know.
What happens to the beans?
I guess cats just go in it.
Right.
Cats and rats.
Well, listen.
Anyway.
Okay. All right. So the 5. I'm only 2 down. Come on. Let's wrap this up. 3. What else do I want to say? But what else am I saying to people? For what? To do what? Am I stranded?
No, you're in the country.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the 5 words, sentences that's going to help you a lot.
Oh my gosh.
Let's say you're on holiday. Let's not be that dramatic. You're going on holiday. You don't know the language, but you know what? You just want to have a bit of an easy holiday when you're down there. Just like 15 hours.
Well, so we're back on je faim, okay?
Je faim.
Because yes, she eats on holiday.
Yeah, then pay for your food, didn't it?
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, like, okay, fine. S'il te plaît, le restaurant.
Ok.
Où est le restaurant?
Où est le restaurant? D'accord, ok. Où est le restaurant? C'est bien. Ça, à droite, à gauche, à endroit, en bas, on va, tourne à droite, on endroit à droite.
Oh God.
Thanks.
Okay, another one I think is important to say merci.
Yeah, merci.
Though I think I say it way more than the average French person.
You do.
Oh my Lord, they don't say it like that.
Yeah.
You look at me sometimes. You look at me like that. You look at me like, do not say that.
There's a part of the population that depends on the situations. The part of the population that says some that don't, and like it's like there is a thing where you can't be too nice. Well, people aren't that nice, over here. It's like, do you remember like
I learned the hard way.
When Elliot was holding the door, I had to go and
it's okay.
And
I learned the hard way. Yeah. I get it. But I think manners is just so important.
Doesn't mean you drop your manners because some people don't deserve your manners.
Well, then what do I do? I keep on being me, yeah?
Yeah.
So merci is on the list then.
Oh,
there we go.
Merci is on the list, yeah.
So thank you. What else?
Some people will still say thank you here though.
Yeah, but not as much as I say it.
No, not as much, yeah.
I've noticed that, and sometimes you're like, don't say thank you. Don't say thank you for that. And I'm like, why not? Come on. Easy. Some people look at me like, yeah, you don't need to say it to me. That's how much they don't say it. They look at me like
some situations
easy, doesn't warrant a thank you. And I'm like, wow, doesn't matter. I wasn't brought up like that.
So what are the words?
Honestly, I don't know. I think the rest of it can just be a lot of it can
Noses,
point over here, I mean, how did we get on? We went on a date, you did not speak that much English.
No.
We went on a few dates, you didn't speak a lot of English.
No.
We decided we were going to be together, you still didn't speak a lot of English. Yeah. We got through it. We're here now, aren't we?
Well, like I said to you, the problem is that I knew love English, but you cannot put it in sentence correctly when you get into a country where people don't have time for you and I speak it like that.
I get it. I had time for you, but do you remember come 10 o'clock? That was it. Your English clock was out. You were just pure French.
No,
you were too tired. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. When I was learning French, it was like, I'm not speaking. Oh, sorry, it's 9 o'clock. I'm not speaking French anymore. I'm too tired.
Sure.
Brain's tired. Can't do it. I think that we don't need 5. The other one is le toilette. S'il vous plaît.
No, les toilettes.
Où est le toilette?
That's the big one.
Où est le toilette?
Yeah.
Because when we were in Dunkirk, that guy could have done with it. But he walked up to me. He must have known I was Jamaican.
No, if I was
Toilette.
Où sont les toilettes?
What's that?
It's just the conjugaison.
Is that the correct way to say it?
Où sont?
Is that... You mean to tell me I've been asking for the toilet the wrong way all this time?
No, it's just...
Can I not say où est la toilette?
Où est les toilettes is... it's singular and not plural. That's just a verb.
But I only want one toilet.
It's a verb conjugation, but that's why I'm saying, that's what makes French so difficult.
But I only want one toilet. I don't want toilets.
The truth, I believe that if French people have a choice to speak more simply, if like there was no, they definitely would. But there's so many things to say one thing, so it's just it's a conjugaison, it's a grammatical mistake. That's all. Now you got the verb right, but you're not the right person because you know that's what it is. Où sont les toilettes?
Où sont les toilettes?
Où est les toilettes? C'est more. Où est le chien? So where is, say, the dog because it's one dog.
Yeah, but where is the toilet?
No,
but I've only got.
The toilets many.
Even if you go to somebody's home.
What? Don't ask me. You heard me say that before. Oh, où sont les toilettes?
Yeah, but I'm not watching you like that.
No, but I'm just saying.
I'm like, he's speaking French.
No, but if you recall, you're probably like, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no one's ever said to me, no one's ever corrected me for où est la toilette.
Because like I said, like what you say in terms of the choice of verb, the actual verb is correct. The conjugaison, so the actual, what how do you say conjugaison in English?
The grammatical term?
The way you employ it, you use that
the
verb.
Conjugation.
Yeah, it's wrong.
Où sont les toilettes?
Où sont les toilettes?
Wow. I feel betrayed.
Who's right?
I've asked you where the toilet is for 15 years.
Yeah.
And you ain't said a damn thing to me about où sont.
You never asked me in French, baby.
Yes, I have.
No.
Où est la toilette?
No.
Où est la toilette?
No, you don't ask me. You don't ask me those things.
You're right, I don't.
You don't.
How did you avoid me asking you where the toilet is for 15 years?
No, that's not good. Come on. Because you're always with me.
It's never come up.
It's never come up.
That is crazy.
And
it's
we
never come up.
Think about it. We go into a restaurant. Oh, babe, where's the toilet? I don't know. You're not going to ask me. You're going to ask somebody else.
You're so right.
Let me ask somebody. No, you don't. You go, you take your courage between your, two hands, and you grab it, and then you go and ask somebody. And even if you make a mistake, there's no point of learning language.
I usually say, où est the toilette? They say over there.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't even say nothing to me.
Like, trust me, there's other French people who do some grammatical mistake so much bigger than that, and though they're French. So trust me, it is not like that. Now, however,
I think I might keep it as.
Remember,
I think où sont les toilettes?
Remember, I told you there's few verbs to learn by heart. Period.
Is où sont one of them?
Yeah.
Oh.
Être, avoir. By default, by heart.
Don't know what you're saying, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Because I'm like,
let's wrap this up. Yeah?
All right, cool.
That was a great conversation.
All right.
Maybe now and again we can give you words, like English and French, just like that, just for fun,
All right,
equivalent
fine.
Of, what's the equivalent of an English word?
The thing is, I guess,
French word.
Yeah. Well, we could talk about some of the dilemmas we've had over that as well.
Yeah.
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 Like the eventually dilemma. The eventually.
Oh, not even.
We're not going to get into it.
Look, now that's just like for another time.
Nah, it's all right.
All right.
We're not going to unearth that. So if you guys are following us on Audible platform, then you could always reach out to us. Come to YouTube, and we are active in the comment section. You can also follow us on YouTube, subscribe, like the video. It does help with the algorithm. And if you want, you can leave a comment and we will answer you. Also, you can go over to nileochi.com and the relevant episode will be there as well. The exclusives as well. All of that's there. including the access to the theme songs that have been playing at the background all this time. We actually do that as, you know, our job outside of all of this. But, you know, help us move away from triple plastic. And until next time, look after yourselves, look after your spirits, your minds, and your bodies.
Ciao.
Ciao.